Good morning, everyone. Shona here. It is cold. I'm sitting outside because the kids are inside, just watching some TV before we go to school. And I realized this morning that I have some stuff on this morning. I'm trying to put my earrings in. I have some meetings and clients and stuff this morning, and I realized that I wasn't going to be able to go live with you until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I know from previous experience, no one is watching Facebook Lives at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I thought I would jump on now. I've got my little timer going so I know when I have to leave to take the kids to school. So good morning. How has your morning been? I'm putting in my favorite earrings. Oh, they're not behaving today. These are my little mermaid earrings that I got from like $2 from Kmart. See? Oh, mermaid earrings. And they are my favorite because they are so light. Like I have another favorite pair, and it's a pair from Sports Girl that's all orange and super dangly and just decadent and amazing, and they are so heavy. So these are my favorites. They're so light, and after a day of wearing the really heavy ones, I need to go back to light. So it is day 3 of the 3-day money challenge. The feedback so far has been amazing. So thank you so much for all your beautiful comments, your messages to my business page, your messages to my personal page, the DMs on Instagram. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you guys are getting a lot of value out of it. And today, as we kind of close out the last 3 days, like first we spoke about your money story, which is super important. And then yesterday we spoke about, that next level of manifesting, which is getting your energy to the next level. Hair's doing some weird stuff today. We're rocking a messy bun because my sea witch hair was a bit too witchy this morning for some meetings. So anyway, I'm going to clean that up before we go. That's going to bug me the whole time. Please ignore my crooked as fuck head. But today I want to kind of finish on and give you some really, like the quickest way to go deep into unlocking that money story and to manifest more money is by kind of really digging down to the root of those money issues that we feel like we've got, those money blocks that are holding us back subconsciously. So today I want to run through the 5 questions that I always start every single one of my clients off when we're working on money mindset. Hi Laura Jane, how are you? Are you just waking up or going to bed? I hope you're amazing no matter what. The 5 money mindset questions that you kind of need to ask yourself before you start manifesting more money. So this is actually something that people can download with the $7 Kickstarter kit. They can get these 5 questions in like a little printable PDF along with the Badass Budget Calculator. So if you already have these questions, amazing for you. What I'm going to do is basically run through them with you. Okay, so this is kind of just going into that next depth with it. So the money mindset questions that you need to ask yourself the most. We've done your money story. We've started to experience some of the feelings that we actually want to achieve from manifesting more money. So yesterday was, the challenge was to take care of yourself. I put a lovely matte clear gloss onto my nails. I was going to paint them a color, and then I was just like, I'm going to smudge this with the afternoon that I have. So I'm like, I'm going to go with a clear matte gloss. And then I will probably book in a manicure for next week. So the money mindset questions that can help you discover what subconscious blocks you have around money. The first one that you really need to ask yourself, and the first one that I asked myself was a massive moment of clarity. I've got them on my notes here so I don't forget how to say it. I'm going to read it out. If I didn't want to make money for some reason, what would that reason be? Because we choose everything. We're actually in control. And right now, if you're thinking you want to make money, but you're blocked and you're not kind of actually attracting the money that you want, we know that's because of a money story there is playing out some type of message for you. But what are the reason? What are the possible reasons for you not wanting to make money? And everyone says, oh, there's no possible reason. Making money will be amazing for my family, for everything, la, 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 I'd love it. There is a reason you don't want to make money. A subconscious reason. So for a lot of people sorry, can't tell if my kids are laughing or crying. Fuck parent of the year. So if there is a subconscious reason you don't want to make money, there is a reason you're avoiding making money. For a lot of people, this comes around to get more money. I have to work more. I have to put more effort in. I have to put in more hours, and that's going to take up more of my time. So the reason that they don't want to make more money is because they know that it's going to take a lot more time out of their life, and it might mean less time with their family. It might mean less time with their spouse. You know, if I don't want to make more money, say people are going for a promotion, and they know that if they get that promotion, they're going to make more money, but it's also going to be a shit ton more responsibility. That can be a subconscious block. Basically, all the cons to making more money can be subconsciously holding you back if you don't acknowledge them. This is the problem, where people think, I'm going to make more money and it's amazing, and then nothing could possibly be bad about this situation. It's like you have your subconscious mean girl starting to get loud inside your head, telling you that there are cons to attracting more money. And for mums, a lot of it comes around, if I'm going to make more money, that's going to take more time from my family. If I'm going to make more money, it's going to, I'm going to be a lot more stressed. If I'm going to make more money, I'm going to have to up-level my life in all these other ways, and it's going to mean I'm a bad parent from the money stories that we have. So question number one, money mindset question number one. If I didn't want to make money for some reason, what would that reason be? So some of the reasons, to give you an idea, because everyone's reasons will be completely different. And I want you to feel free to have this space to have your own reasons and to acknowledge them. There's no right or wrong reasons. But some of them for me was when I was going, you know, from that $2,000 a month jumping up to $17,000 a month. The big block for me was that's going to take so much more of my time. I'm going to have to work so hard, because for me it means taking on more clients, and my clients take a lot of my energy. As much as I love what I do, I'm a coach, so I'm putting out a lot of energy, and I'm like, to reach that income goal, I'm gonna have to put out a lot of energy, and that's gonna leave me feeling depleted energy wise. You know, another con could be the fact, you know, I'm gonna have to put my daughter in more daycare. And if you have a money story that says in your head that you not parenting your child 24/7 equals bad, not saying that that's the case, but if you have a money story that's telling you that, that will be a block. If you know that making more money is going to require you to put your child in daycare, to get extra help, to ask, beg, borrow, steal, maybe making more money for you is going to mean lots of more travel, and you have a money story that says good parents parent their children 24/7, that is a subconscious block. I'm not saying that good parents parent the kids 24/7. It's certainly not the case. Not true. Good parents are parents that love their kids. But if you have that money story, a reason for you to not make money, because everything is a choice. Like, we choose to be successful or not. And all I want you to do is acknowledge the subconscious shit that you have going on. So that's kind of like some of the reasons I had for not up-leveling my money. Also, like tax. Tax is a big one for people, and they don't realize until they hear someone else admit that they've got tax issues. To say, I want to make 6 figures this year, and say you've spent your entire life listening to your dad complain about tax every single time, how it just goes to some government body and it's just bullshit and blah, 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 blah. A block to making more money could be the possibility of you paying a lot more tax. And that is a subconscious block. It was also people don't want to have to deal with having to pay that much tax, with having to do accounting, with having to take care of it. Some people are like, I want to go to the next step. I want to make 6 figures. And then they know it's going to mean hiring an assistant, hiring a social media manager, hiring a marketing manager, hiring a delivery driver for their wedding planning company, whatever it is. And a reason to not go and try and stretch to make that extra income is knowing that you're going to have to get staff, and you don't want the responsibility of having staff. And on a conscious level, you might be, that would be amazing, I want to grow my business. But subconsciously, all this stuff is happening in your brain. This is a little voice that's talking away, like, you know, the each shoulder thing, except for you hear one voice more than you hear the other. The other one is just kind of like playing in the background, stopping you from being epic. So that's kind of the first question. What are the reasons, like what are the cons to making more money? And this is the part where I see so many of my clients either get really honest with themselves and they have massive breakthroughs, or they just keep fluffing through and be like, there's no possible con, I would have more money, everything would be perfect, my sex life would be amazing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, bitch, you got to go deeper. You got to go deeper into this. Like, get honest. You have to peel back the bullshit. And I see it so much, especially with love on here, to anyone in network marketing, because in network marketing we are promoted and we are conditioned to have this no problems attitude where nothing is wrong, everything is amazing. And the biggest problem with that is we start not being honest with ourselves. So you need to get rid of the no problems attitude. You need to get rid of the personal development for a second. You can go and think positive thoughts and happy vibes and do affirmations after. And I want you to get really honest right now about what the reasons are. If there could be any reason not to make more money, what would it be? Question number 2, and I'm going to copy and paste these all into the live after it's finished. And I will copy and paste it into the podcast notes as well. Why do I think my financial situation is the way it is? This is another one. This is where you have to really look in the mirror and go, Shona, why are you fucking this up? Honestly, why is your financial situation the way that it is? Why have you made these decisions? Why, maybe you're really wealthy. Maybe you're really rich. Maybe you're okay with money. Maybe you're terrified of money. But I'm gathering if you're watching this, your financial situation is not necessarily perfect right now. Why is it that way? I want you to look back. What decisions have you made? Like, this is not nice. This hurts to admit this. But if you want to move forward and if you want to have an amazing relationship with money, you have to start getting honest with yourself. So look back and go, what situations have I repeated? What patterns are there? Because there will be a pattern. There will always be a pattern to the way that you are dealing with money, the way that you are making decisions. For example, I look back and realize we are stupid about buying cars. We have really instant gratification with cars. We get bored quickly. We like new cars. We're not house people. I don't give a shit about interior decorating. I don't give a shit about traveling the world, really. I want to drive a hot as fuck car. We've made bad decisions when it comes to cars. We've impulsively bought things. We've overstretched ourselves. And there is this constant pattern in our life of making bad decisions about cars. And it was uncomfortable to realize that. It's uncomfortable to admit, hey, I've been fucking something up. But it was also realizing that up until this very moment, up until this point, I didn't know any better. And that's the thing. I didn't know about money mindset 10 years ago. So I couldn't have implemented smarter decisions 10 years ago. All I knew was all I knew. Now I know better. So now it's up to me to make different decisions moving forward. And likewise, if you're watching this video or the replay or the last 3 days video, whatever, now you know better. Now, if you go and make stupid decisions about money, about mindset, about manifesting, about the rest of your life, it's on you. Okay? Responsibility equals empowerment. So why is your financial situation the way it is? Get real with yourself. Have you made bad decisions? Are you really awful at saving? Do you get bored quickly? Do you rack up credit cards? Write down, why is your financial situation the way it is, and take responsibility in this moment, knowing that by taking responsibility, you can create a different future. All right, next question. Just conscious of the time because I have to get my kids to school. What do I want to believe about money, and what will my day-to-day life look like when that happens? So this is the difference between people who go from $50 in their account saying, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. The reality is they probably don't actually believe it. And that's why the affirmations don't work, because it's almost like overstretching yourself in a different way. So a great way to look at that is, here's my situation now. I'm a broke-ass white girl. I make awful decisions with money, whatever. But we don't want to stay in that place. We don't want to keep affirming that over and over again. And a good stepping stone between I'm broke and I fucked everything up and I really need help, and I'm a millionaire and I'm badass and my money situation is amazing, is this middle ground of going, I'm ready to change. So that comes from really deciding, what do you want to believe about money? So I've just written down, you've just journaled out what your financial situation is, why it's like that, what are all the reasons for not making money. And now I want you to think about, what do you actually want to believe in about money? So for me at the start, it was, I want to believe that money, that there's enough for everyone. I want to believe that it is abundant. I want to believe that I, am good at handling money. I want to believe that I make smart decisions about money. I want to believe that I'm deserving of money. I want to believe that I'm worthy of money. I want to believe that I can attract money. I want to believe that money's trying to get me. I want to believe it's an infinite resource. I want to believe that money is really sexy and fun and can give me everything I desire in life. What do you actually want to believe about money? And then I want you to actually draft your perfect day. I want you to write down or spend some time thinking about, how different will your life look when you are able to believe everything about money like that, how different will your life look? So going, I will feel amazing. I will wake up in the morning. There will be no guilt. There will be no anger. There will be no frustration. When I believe all that about money, I will be able to receive my bills in my letterbox with gratitude. I'll be able to pay them. I'll be able to pay them up front. How different will your life look when you believe what you want to believe about money? When you've gone through all this internal work, how different will your life look? And you really need to, this is an important exercise. You guys need to actually decide what your life's going to look like, how different it's going to look when you get it together. Hi Lydia, don't judge me if I'm late to school. I'm obviously on Facebook Live. Super important. All right, next question, because I want to get through all 5 questions before I have to go. If you could speak to money and tell it what you need to tell it, what would you say? So this is a really, really powerful exercise. My one-on-one clients love this. So yeah, even my clients that pay me $20,000 a year for coaching, they love this. And that is writing a letter to money. Write a letter to money. So for some people, that letter might be along the lines of like, hey money, like picture as a person. You're writing a letter to a person, to a physical embodiment of money. And like, first of all, my letter will be like, hey money, you're an asshole. Why the fuck are you never here? You're never around when I need you. I get a little bit of you and then you just disappear from my life and you just leave me frustrated and physically sick and I'm angry and I just wish but please show up in large amounts immediately. And then I want you to have a look. So write out your money story and write it out completely honestly, get every emotion you possibly can out. And then I want you to have a look at it and think, if I was sending this letter to my partner or writing this letter to my child, do you think they'd hang around? Probably not. For a lot of us, if we sent that letter to a loved one, they'd probably tell us to jam it up our ass and never come into our life again. It's the same way with money. So if you hate money, if you hate it and you think it's evil and greedy and you don't treat it right and you just talk smack about it all the time, do you think it's going to want to hang around and be a part of your life? Like, God, no. Money is energy. The energy that you put off to money is obviously not very good. You're not going to attract any more. And if you're struggling with energy, like, go and watch yesterday's video and go get into a high vibe state. So write a letter to money. And then I want you to look at it and go, this is the last question. Do I have anger towards money? And why or why not? Is there that real bone deep anger and resentment towards money hanging around? Is your money letter like abusive? If you send this to a person, would you be up for an AVO? Like, really, what is your relationship to money? And I just want you to be honest with it, because once you can acknowledge it, then you know about what steps to take next. And hint, the next step is to join Money for Mummy, because we can go really deep into this. We've done 3 days and I get to hang out with you for 6 weeks and go deep into it. So do you have anger towards money? Why and why not? And then you could ask yourself as well, do you genuinely love money? Why and why not? So then it's kind of asking, this is the extra question, this is the little bonus question. So I've done the 5 questions. The bonus question, why are you choosing to play small? Because playing full out and achieving your dreams, or staying broke-ass paycheck to paycheck, stuck in the same shit, different day, little hamster wheel life, it's a choice. So why are you choosing to play small? Why are you choosing to stay safe? Why are you choosing to continue to live within a poverty and scarcity and lack mindset? Because it's your life. You're the only person who gets to choose. And now, after hanging out for the last 3 days, you're aware of your money story and you are aware of how to get into a high vibe state. And we've talked about the law of attraction. So you know now. So now it is a choice. If you continue to stay where you are right now, it is a choice. You are choosing to stay small. You are choosing to just repeat and repeat and repeat the cycle that you've always had. So I'm going to be jumping off in a second to take my kids to school. So those are the 5, we actually did 6. We did 6 money questions. And bonus round, if you want to go really deep into it, I want you to document your perfect day. I want you to write down the perfect day in your own head. How does it feel when you wake up? Do you wake up You know, in Morocco, do you wake up in your bed? Do you wake up in fresh linen from Adair's? Like, how, journal your perfect day. What do you eat for breakfast? Where do you go? What do you do? How do you feel? How are your kids? How is your husband? Like, journal out your perfect day from start to finish, and then read it every day. 2 bonus questions there. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that's normally only for my Money for Mummy clients. So any questions before I run off to school? This has been the 3-day money challenge. It's been pretty awesome, to say the least. I've loved the feedback, and I really hope I've given you guys some value. I've given you something to think about, to work through, to ponder on car drives, whatever it is for you. And I hope that I've left you in a little bit better situation than when you started. And these videos will be around forever. You'll be able to replay and watch them as much as you need, and podcast them whenever you want. Hi, is it Cleona? Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying your name right. In my head, that's how I say it. But I also said Hermione Granger wrong for like 6 years as a kid. So it could be anything. All right. So yeah, like if you've enjoyed the last 3 days, if you've got some value out of it, and my aim is not to sell you anything here. Like, I'm totally not about that. Yes, thank you. I just want to provide great value to you. I want you to make your days a little bit better. I want to open up the money conversation with you and your partner and your kids. I want you to know that rich and wealthy is a choice, and that you can choose it. And I hope I've done that over the last 3 days. I hope I've just opened your mind a little bit further to what's possible. And it's definitely not my intention to sell anything to you. This is not what this is about. This is me just wanting to add some value and having a message inside of me that I wanted to share, because I really, really believe that women need to step up. Women need to start getting comfortable with the idea of wealthy, and we need to start acknowledging and destroying the money stories that have kept us small for hundreds of years. Really, like, think about it. Women are obsessed with dieting, being thin, being healthy, being good parents. Like, it is all designed to keep us busy so that we don't have time to think about conquering the world, really, because we should. We're badass. We are life creators. We can do anything. So that was the 3-day money challenge. I know you guys got some value out of it. I also know that if this resonated with you, if you want to dive deeper into this, if you want to know more, if you're ready to transform your money mindset, you probably already would have gone online and checked out for my 6-week program. And I know that if you're ready for it, if you're excited by this work, if you know that you want to transform your money mindset and you're sick of repeating the same cycles over again, I know that you will. Go and find that link on your own. You will get registered. There's a payment plan. So it starts at like $84. You know, you can get started today for $84. So I don't need to sell you anything, because if you've got value out of the last 3 days, you know that this is for you. And when you go onto that website and see $5,000 worth of value for a 3-month payment plan for like less than $1,000, I know that you see the value in it. So that's where I'm probably going to leave it. I have a program. If you've enjoyed it, Money for Mummy goes for 6 weeks. We dive really, really deep into money mindset. I wasn't going to share this, but incredible results. Because one of my girls, the Money for Mummy's been running for about 8 weeks. And one of the first girls to sign up, in her 6th week of Money for Mummy, manifested $14,000. So it's still a very new program, but the results have been amazing. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off. I would love to answer questions. So if you're looking at the replay, if you're watching, leave a comment, leave a question, and I will get back to it. My assistant will let me know. She'll collect everything, and then I will answer everything. If you want to book a one-on-one clarity call session with me, I have free 30-minute appointments, and you can do that through the courses tab on my website, or the link in my Instagram bio as well. This will be recorded as a podcast and go up. It'll also be on YouTube and go up. And I hope that you have an incredible day. I hope you feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more badass. And I will be drawing the winner of the Hotness Mama mug tonight as well. So keep an eye out on this page. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Mwah! I've loved hanging out with you for the last 3 days. Please share some feedback with me. Comment, let me know what your favorite bit was. Let me know what you got the most out of it. And I'm gonna go take my kids to school. So have fun. Bye.